We've spent the summer work camping in northern Michigan, and now we're trying to squeeze in as many sites as possible before our next gig. I'm Kalyn.
And I'm Joseph.
And we've been traveling in this RV for the last 4 years. The last time you saw us, our most recent travel day took an unexpected detour. We didn't quite make it to our next campground. Something flew out.
Our tires are fine?
Nope. I don't know how this day can get any worse at this point. In this week's episode, we're finally finishing our trek to the Minnesota border, only to get ourselves in a bit of a situation. You're hitting a tree, but it's small.
And we're gonna just scrape the side of the RV down this stuff.
I don't know what else to do. But we did manage to cross off a major bucket list item. I go all the way down here and then down.
Yeah.
And learned how to sneak into Canada without a passport. This feels like we're breaking all sorts of rules.
Got the tire off this morning. I'm so grateful that this guy was willing to spend part of his Saturday morning helping us out. I don't normally unhitch the RV and leave it back at a Walmart, but today we decided that was a better option. The patch that I put in the spare tire, it was near the sidewall and it was already starting to work its way out. I don't know that I had many miles left on that spare. So we actually got 2 tires at Walmart. Hopefully this guy will be able to mount them both and we will be back in business, hopefully before lunch. Alrighty, we got the tires. Now we can get those tires on and get back on the road. Okay, maybe I lied for a second because I have one more stop before we get back to the RV. I have to stop and pick up propane, and the only reason that I am filming it is because it is $2.99 a gallon. Do you know it has been for absolutely ever since I have seen propane for under $3 a gallon? Am I just, on an island here? Is everybody else in the country getting propane for cheaper and I've been spending way too much? Drop a comment, let me know. Okay, one more stop, I promise. This is the last one before I get back to Kalyn. She's gonna kill me. I'm stopping here to pick up some gloves for the... I don't think I'm supposed to say that. Well, let me reword this. I'm picking up some gloves for our next work camping adventure. I've got everything else I pretty much need for this work camping gig, but I do need a good pair of gloves. These gloves look nice and warm, but I need gloves that are both warm and it's okay to get really muddy. Those won't be that. I couldn't decide between this orange pair and this blue pair, so I'm gonna get both. And if one gets wet and muddy, I can switch to the other. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, now it's back to the RV. It's 11 o'clock and I was hoping to be to our campsite by noon. And I think my errands have put a kink in that plan.
What did you expect?
Okay, I promise, last time. There's an auto parts store right next door. We've been having some performance issues with the truck. So another thing on the checklist of things to replace has been the air filter. I'm gonna pop this new air filter in. I don't know if the air filter was the issue, but I know that air filter was in bad shape. So it definitely did not hurt to replace it. And now I'm headed back to the RV. I made it back!
Finally home.
So I just briefed her on everything that I accomplished. Are you upset?
No,
Okay.
I got work done. Honestly, it was nice because I got quite a bit crossed off my list.
Awesome. I realized there was one more piece of metal that got bent. There we go. I just pulled it off, rebent it with my hammer, and now put it back in with some self-tapping screws, and now that doesn't have nearly as much wobble.
I am so ready to say goodbye to this Walmart. Finally get to Voyageurs. Can we make it to our next location without anything else happening?
We just got 66 miles. 66 miles is it.
That's all. We just need to be on the road for that much. Our next hurdle to possibly overcome is Starlink, to make sure we have enough space to be able to point the satellite in the right direction to be able to get internet.
If the trees are like this around us, where they're kind of squatty and lower and we can just be on the roof, we're good. If they're like what they are on the right, where they're really tall, yeah, we're in trouble.
T-Mobile's not working on my phone. I can't load anything. It says SOS. So we got nothing. Starlink has to work.
Okay, I guess we only have one option.
Verdict?
It's not great. I was hoping I'd have more of a gap. There's no gap.
It looks like our best bet is going to be Site 16. So we'll back in, not get all set up yet, and see if we can get Starlink and get it working. Otherwise, we gotta find another campground.
Yay.
Okay, start coming back.
Otherwise, I'm gonna put the truck in this ditch.
Keep coming. Keep coming and turn it. That looks not good. You're not pushing it to the left.
But as soon as I'm past that ditch, I'm gonna try to squiggle it back.
Okay, squiggling a fifth wheel is not that easy. Okay, you've got a small tree you're gonna hit.
How small are we looking at? I just got myself in a little bit of a pickle though with the shimmying I did. We've got a ditch, a narrow road, motorcycle on the front. Yeah.
What he's trying to do is defend our skills. That's good. We're very tilted, but I feel like let's worry about that after.
After we find out if Starlink works.
Right. While Joseph's working on Starlink, I'll take time to show you our little janky fix to keep the bathroom vent from flapping up. It somehow broke and won't stay shut, so bungee cord to the rescue.
Here's open.
Why does it say disconnected?
Oh, because I have to connect to the Wi-Fi.
See the magic number? I mean, that's not a number.
It's a word.
It's a word.
All right, let's do a speed test.
We got into that.
I honestly can't believe it worked. Like the tree cover here, I didn't think there was a chance.
We are significantly off, so we gotta figure out how we're gonna get this sucker actually even keeled.
Kalyn says I should leave the Starlink up here while we shimmy back and forth and get it level. I say I'm taking the $400 equipment off and keeping it to the side. Tell us whose side you're on in the comments.
Keep going. Okay. We've kind of had a very low-key, slow morning.
It's been so nice.
Just because after 2 back-to-back travel days, I don't know, and all the stress with the tire.
I was going to say back-to-back travel days. It wasn't about the back-to-back travel days.
With the tire, yes, that was kind of an issue. I don't know what's going on. Something flew out. But we are running out of clothes, so we have to get to the nearest laundromat, which is like, what, 30 miles away? 30 minutes away?
And by running out of clothes, she means I'm on my last pair of clean underwear. So it's kind of it's priority.
TMI. The other thing we're going to attempt to do while our laundry is being washed is catch up on a little bit of work and have our weekly meeting. Because again, we lost 2 days and it's Sunday. And so we got to figure out what is going to make this next week successful, because we didn't have a lot of days to make this past week successful.
We were successful on some fronts, but yes,
I checked a few things off.
It's going to be a depressing look when we see what would make last week successful, and it wasn't. Got our laundry in the dryer. We've done our meeting, and now I have an emergency.
It's an emergency.
I have a wife that needs food. She is not feeling well.
I'm draining. Like I feel like a truck hit me and I just need something salty.
She's like, I don't know what I need. I'm draining. I'm like, you need food. All right, we're here at Zups, which I guess is the answer to the age-old question. What's up, bro? What's up? It's a grocery store. Are you staying in the truck, or you want me to?
No, I'm going. I don't trust you to pick my snacks.
Okay. As I said, she needs a snack. Can you tell now? Like, she came in, looked at this aisle, and within 20 seconds had honed in on what she wanted.
Ooh. Okay, this one doesn't have dairy in it, so.
I'm just letting y'all know, I've never seen that happen, ever, in the 16 years of marriage. How are we feeling now?
Better. I think I'll survive. Welcome back. We're headed out to explore Voyageurs National Park today in a very unique way, but the first thing we have to show you happened last night.
Okay, your coat on. as it gets darker, they should become more and more unless they go away.
I go all the way down here and they're gone.
Yeah, it's possible. All right, take the chair on the right. We'll shut some lights off.
How cool is it to see the Northern Lights? This has been on my bucket list.
We saw them with our own eyes, that they weren't quite as bright as they were in those photos, because those photos were long exposure.
They were literally dancing in the sky, and I thought that maybe when I've seen video footage of that, people had like time lapses on. Nope, it was happening in real time. This is the important question. Do you think we are dressed warm enough for today?
Well, I've got a shirt, a hoodie, and a jacket.
Same.
It's supposed to be 70 degrees, but there's supposed to be wind. And look, sun!
But it is 54 degrees right now, and it's going to be significantly colder on the water. When we first saw where this boat rental place was located, it looked like it...
Cat's out of the bag. We're renting a boat.
Oh. I didn't realize how much we were keeping it a secret from you guys. Well, anyway, when we looked at Google Maps, it showed us crossing water, and we were like, how do we get over there? But you park, and they come and pick you up.
We'll try to put you on all the hot spots, sites to see in the shortest amount of time.
One of our travel goals is to visit all 63 U.S. national parks, and Voyageurs was so close to our campground, we couldn't miss it. I just want to make sure you're confident about all these map instructions.
So red buoys need to be on your left when you're leaving.
Keep the buoys on the
Just
left.
like hazard, 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 hazard,
Yes.
don't do that, hazard, hazard.
Starting, just turn on.
Since the majority of the park is only accessible by water, the best way to visit is by boat.
Make an epic thumbnail if we sink it. Oh, $30,000.
32,000.
What's the difference of the extra two?
The park's entrance was just a short ways from the Pine Point Lodge dock. You feel like you're getting the hang of it?
Oh yeah.
So we didn't have to wait too long to cross it off our list. We have just entered park number 42!
First one of 2023. So they gave us a paper map, and I have a GPS unit over here.
We're not agreeing.
I feel like Kalyn is determined to do this whole adventure with the paper map. Meanwhile, I'm like, this is telling me which direction the boat's pointed. This has depth. It has everything I need.
He's like, okay, we'll go that way, but we'll just be circling the island.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Who was right?
Since we only booked a half-day rental, we drove to the furthest point first, which was the Namakan Narrows, and was a pretty accurate description of the area, along with the shallowest waters.
8 feet deep.
This makes me a little nervous.
I would be so up a creek if we were just on the paper map. I am so tied to this, but at the same time, you've used the paper map a couple times to give us the broader picture of where we are.
I was trying to make it up to you.
Then we navigated to the towering Grassy Bay cliffs and managed to squeeze in a hike at Makuta Lake to stretch our legs.
So what's this hike we're doing?
I don't know what the hike is actually called, but it's on Makuta Lake and it's 3 miles.
I don't know, I feel really fancy. I just parked my boat at the dock. We're
Your boat?
going on a nice little walk. I actually told Kalyn the best part of this whole thing is that it is someone else's boat.
But now we're talking about houseboat life.
This isn't on our map, but I've got a quick point of interest to take you to. You are now in Canada without a passport.
We're in Canada? We're in Canada!
Right there, Canadian border.
This feels like we're breaking all sorts of rules. We're not allowed to touch soil.
And you're not allowed to do anything, meet up with another boat or anything, but we're technically okay to be here, even though we are most definitely in Canadian waters.
Hi, Canada! I just want everyone to know that the GPS is not working and now we have to rely on a paper map, and guess which is better?
Hey, it's coming back on!
Hands down, that is the best way to explore Voyageurs National Park. Now we gotta go back to the RV and prep for tomorrow's travel day.
Okay, next camping gig, because remember,
Camping.
we are...
Work camp. Oh, he's a camping gig. I don't know.
Right. Next work camping gig, because we are working our way to Alaska. Our next work camping gig is, drumroll, the beet harvest in North Dakota.
And if you think beets like I don't like beets,
Like the little red ones.
beets, nah, these are sugar beets.
They're like as big as your head.
And you can make some pretty good money for a 15-day harvest, but we're going to tell you all the details about it in our next video.
Subscribe, click the bell so you're notified when it drops.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
I'm kind of freaking out. I feel like I'm going to ride to the island.
What is going on?
I just don't want to be, I just want my map and I just want to be safe. I was headed straight for Burnt Island and there is a significant red triangle on it that's like, no, stop.